If you grew up in a homogenous country like I did, chances are your first foreign friend meant a lot to you. Here's a story of my first foreign friend, Hiroyuki. My family is originally from Shanghai, China, but my dad used to live in Nagoya, Japan for work. So in my early childhood, my life was pretty much split between Shanghai and Nagoya, even though I don't remember either. My family moved back to Shanghai for me to start preschool, but my dad kept in contact with some of his colleagues back in Nagoya. After we had settled in Shanghai for some time, one of my dad's colleagues, this lovely lady right here, decided to take a trip to China. So the lovely lady and her two sons came to Shanghai and my family hosted them in our apartment. I was about 4 at a time and her eldest son Hiroyuki was about my age. I remember he was about half a year older, but he was shorter than me. And the younger son Yuma was a toddler, so I did not care about him. At the age of 4, I only spoke Mandarin Chinese and Shanghainese dialect, and Hiroyuki only spoke Japanese. But in my memory, we communicated just fine. As a little girl, I loved dinosaurs, planes, and cars, and I was absolutely thrilled to learn that Hiroyuki also shared those interests. We went to the Natural History Museum and saw dinosaur fossils. I was over the moon. Each of us got a bucket full of dinosaur toys, and we played for hours that night. And apparently we also went to the Pearl Tower, aka the landmark of Shanghai. I have no recollection of that. It's clearly not as important to me as the dinosaurs. When Hiroyuki came over to Shanghai, he had brought with him a toy bus. When the family left, Hiroyuki actually forgot the bus at my place. For years, I believed that if the bus meant enough to Hiroyuki that he had brought it over from Japan, then it must be important enough to him that he would come back again to get it. Hiroyuki came to Shanghai when I was in preschool, and I left Shanghai to move to America when I was in middle school. Throughout that time in Shanghai, I had grown up quite a bit, and from time to time, I had to throw away some toys, but I made sure that that bus stayed. In my last week in Shanghai, when my family was about to move to America, we did one last final cleanup of all my toys, and that was when my mom was giving away literally everything to other kids in Shanghai. And I remember trying so hard to hold on to that bus, and my mom gave me that look. You still want that? And as a kid, you kind of learn how to read adult emotions and act accordingly. So I just knew that I couldn't hold on to that anymore. Even though I had lived in China and Japan when I was young, I was too young to actually conceptualize what goodbye meant. But that moment, I knew. There's some people that you just don't get to keep in your life. So if this video somehow makes its way to the Japanese side of social media and you are Hiroyuki Tanaka with a younger brother named Yuma and your mom visited Shanghai with you guys in either fall or spring when you were 4, hit me up. I would love to reconnect with you. I don't have your bus anymore, sorry.